Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Rachma Tsania from English Educational Department, second semester in Pancasakti University, Bekasi. Well, everybody, in this nice occasion, I would like to explain about the material, especially about grammar. The material is question tag. So, a question tag is a very short question placed at the end of statement. They are used when asking for two things, and these two things are one agreement and two a confirmation. Here is a regular question. Are you coming to the school? Here's a sentence. You are coming to the school. And here's a question tag. You are coming to the school, aren't you? So let me show you how to use question tag. It's simple. You take a statement. You are coming to the school. And then you add a question tag. Aren't you? So we have a subject plus auxiliary verb plus main verb. And for question tag, auxiliary verb plus noun plus pronoun. You are coming to the school, aren't you? You as a subject, are as an auxiliary verb, and coming to the school is a main verb in statement. For question tag, are you? Are as an auxiliary verb plus noun plus you is pronoun. And we have personal pronoun which matches the subject. We have negative. We have not. Got it? You'll see the patterns between the main statement and the question tag. You'll see that the subject needs to match the pronoun. You are, aren't. The auxiliary verb needs to be the same. Now in this example, the statement is positive. But if we change our statement to a negative, example, you aren't coming to the school, are you? We have a subject, auxiliary verb plus not plus main verb, and the question tag auxiliary verb plus pronoun. You as a subject, are as a auxiliary verb plus not, coming to the school is main verb. And then the question tag, are you? Are as a auxiliary verb and you is a pronoun. And we have personal pronoun which match the subject. So see that statement and the question tag needs to be opposite. If the statement is positive, then question tag is negative. If the statement is positive, then question tag is negative. If the statement is negative, then question tag is positive. So pay attention to the statement. You need to know if it's positive or negative in order to make your question tag correctly. Next, if your statement has a modal verb like will, should, could, or can, then it follows the same pattern. The modal verb needs to be in the question tag. Example, your brother can help us. Can't he? Your brother can't help us. Can he? Negative statement followed by positive question tag. We should be doing this, shouldn't we? Positive statement and negative question tag. We shouldn't be doing this, should we? Negative statement followed by positive question tag. Now, if the main verb is do or be or have, and notice that these are all verbs that can also be auxiliary verb. But if they are in a sentence as a main verb, then can be used question tag. You are hungry, aren't you? You aren't hungry, are you? That's your brother, isn't it? That's not your brother, is it? But when you are using question tag with do, be, have, there are a couple of rules. Let's start with do. So, in positive English sentence, often we leave do out, we don't use it. We don't include it in our sentence. It's not common to say, I do like playing football. But I will just say, I like playing football. If made into a question tag, I like playing football. Don't I? Positive statement followed by negative question. She does cook on Tuesday night. She cooks on Tuesday night. She cooks on Tuesday night. Doesn't she? Positive statement followed by question. Doesn't she? There's also important rule about the be verbs as well. Let's look at this statement. I'm flying to Bandung tomorrow. But when you have the be verb with the subject, I, in the statement, then in the question tag, you need to use are. So for this example, you will say, I'm flying to Bandung tomorrow. Aren't I? Here's so many examples for you. A positive statement following by a negative question tag. I am late. Aren't I? There is an exception when the subject is I followed by am in the positive statement. For the example, I'm late, aren't I? Usually, people don't say, am I? It probably sounds strange to you, but that is what they do in English. Aren't I? I am late, aren't I? You are a student, aren't you? You as a subject are auxiliary verb. Student is a main verb. You are an student. He is very smart, isn't he? She was happy, wasn't she? They were surprised, weren't they? Next, negative statement following by positive question text. You aren't a teacher, are you? He isn't crazy, is he? She wasn't relaxed, was she? They weren't late, were they? Here's positive statement following by negative question tag. You have studied all week, haven't you? You will pass the exam, won't you? You had arrived before we left, hadn't you? You can speak two languages, can't you? You could do it for me, couldn't you? We must be patient, mustn't you? You should go now, shouldn't you? You would like a new job, wouldn't you? Next, a negative statement following by positive question tag. You haven't been here all week, have you? You won't fail the exam, will you? You hadn't done it before then, had you? You can't drive a car, can you? You couldn't do it for me, could you? You mustn't say anything, must we? You shouldn't be so busy, should you? You wouldn't stop me, would you? When statement has don't, doesn't, or didn't in it, you just remove the negative and part of apostrophe P to make it positive question tag. You don't speak Japanese, do you? He doesn't speak Sundanese. Does he? She didn't play guitar, did she? Statement using barely, hardly, neither, no, nobody, none, nothing, and seldom are treated as negative statements. If those words appear in the statement, then the question tag will be positive. For example, nobody went to the meeting. Did they? The statement contains the word nobody. So it's negative statement that needs a positive question tag. Nobody went to the meeting. Did they? And then nothing is ready. Is it? The word nothing makes it negative. So we need a positive question tag. Is it? I'm early. Aren't I? Be careful with the following question tag. We saw this before. Aren't I? Let's go to the zoo, shall we? When statement begins with let's, the question tag is shall we? There aren't any spiders. Are there? Notice how we use there are in the question tag. There. This is Shahra's pen, isn't it? We don't say isn't it? No, we say isn't it? Don't forget, will you? With negative imperative, normally we use will you as the question tag. Don't forget, will you? With negative imperative, normally use will you as the question tag. Don't forget, will you? This is a good lesson, isn't it? That's all from me. Hope it's useful. Thank you for your kind attention and goodbye.
Okay, next material we discuss about conditional sentence. If clause or conditional. What is the conditional sentence? Conditional sentences are statements discussing known factors or hypothetical situations and their consequences. Conditional clauses consist of two sentences. One is a clause that starts with if, which is called if clause. The other is called the main clause. Each sentence has a verb. It's important to know which sentence are to use in the clauses, and they play a big role in determining the meaning of the sentence. There are four basic types of conditionals: zero, first, second, and third. Conditional sentence type 0 is describing known fact. Use simple past. Type 1 to a possible situation and the result, that use simple present. Type 2, a hypothetical condition and its possible result, that use simple past. Type 3, an impossible past situation and its result in the past, that use past perfect. But now I'm going to explain about type 1 only. Okay, let's check it. Using type 1. The conditional sentence indicate use a possible condition and its probable result. It means that the expected action depends on a condition. If clause type 1 is used to express a possibility in the future. It's not certain that it will happen, but it's possible. We use this type when talking about real and possible situations in the future. Form tense in if clause type 1 or first conditional. If plus present tense, comma, future tense with will, might, should, infinitive. Or you can use modals. For example, if you listen to me, you will understand what I mean. If you listen to me, this is if clause. Present tense, you as a subject will understand what I mean. You as a subject will understand what I mean is the future tense. This is if clause and mind clause. The sentence can begin with an if clause or main clause. If the sentence begins with if clause, put a comma between the if clause and the main clause. If plus present tense, comma, future tense. Or future tense plus if plus present tense. Examples. If it's late again, I will be very angry. Or I will be very angry if she is late. If you don't hurry, you will miss the bus. Or you will miss the bus if you don't hurry. The sentence states a cause and effect pattern. Can also behind the sentence. What will you do if you miss the bus? Another example. If we see her, we will tell her what the teacher said. If the teacher have time, they should repeat the subject. If I go to the market, I will buy what you want. After will must be verb 1. If you feel bad, you must go to the doctor. If I'm not busy tomorrow, I will help you. If I have enough strawberries, I will bake a strawberry cake for you. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we will go on a picnic. If I write a lot, I will be able to write quickly. Okay friends, that's all from me. Hope it's useful. Thank you for your kind attention and goodbye.